Hi friends, and welcome back to the channel. Yes, we are on the floor today because I have so much to share with you from the hugest Goodwill Grand Opening. It was my very first Goodwill Grand Opening. I was so excited that I took a day off of my full-time job in order to prioritize this trip. I got there at 8:15 to stand in line. I was number 16th in line. It opened at 10 and I did not leave that store until 4:45. I spent 3 hours to the dot in the checkout line, but I bought a whole bunch more stuff in the checkout line because it was like weaved throughout the store. It was so much fun. I felt like I was besties like with the people that I stood in line with by the end of the day because we were all still kind of like shopping and holding each other's places. But anyway, if you have not watched that video, go back and watch it. It is so much fun, but it was kind of chaos. I was just showing you tags and things when I could, but I've got to show you the goodies that I got. So this is definitely going to be a two-part haul because I ended up buying 101. Oh my gosh, look at this Goodwill receipt. I bought 101 items that day for a grand total of $677.89. And that was with my 20% off discount that I strategically donated to a different store that's in the same region because you can use the coupons at any store. So I got 20% off because of that donation. I got 108 items. So man, did I get a lot of stuff. So I have one bag here that's full of all of the shoes. We started with the shoes in the thrift with me, so I wanted to start with the shoes in the haul. Then I have a whole nother bag of clothes, and then we will come back for part 2 and do the second 2 bags of clothes. I have 2 more giant bags of clothes. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I am Maria, and I'm a part-time reseller on eBay and YouTube. And if you aren't new to the channel, but you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Let's go subscribe. We're having a lot of fun. Can you tell that I'm like a bundle of energy? I just got home from like my real job and I have to go get my kids after this. And I've just been so excited to dig back into this. It is in no order necessarily. I did like fold things when I got home so they weren't just complete chaos. But I'm excited to dig back into them and get everything listed. Okay, so let's start with the shoes. Since I was 16th in line, my strategy was to go straight to the back with the shoes. I was very excited because for those of you that watch my Goodwill Thrift with me's, most of the Goodwills in my area put their shoes on top of the clothing rack. So you have to go through the whole store to find the shoes and they're really hard to see. This one had them all displayed on the back wall, which I was thrilled with. And so right away, I was able to make some really good grabs, both in the women's shoes and in the men's shoes. So let me show you some of the first things I ended up scoring. Firstly is a pair of men's on clouds, and look how clean these are. These are the Cloud Tech, I don't know the style number right off the top of my head. Sometimes they have it on the shoe, I don't see it. Super clean. These are a men's 12.5, and these were only $12.99. Now most of my Goodwills around me would price these up to at least like $25. I think that for the sake of the grand opening, I think this Goodwill was being more fair with their standard prices. So $12.29 is a standard price, meaning you can't get a pair of shoes for the most part, especially sneakers, for less than $12.29 unless they're like sandals. And so instead of pricing a bunch of things up for the grand opening day, I think they were trying to make a good impression, which is a good strategy. So they marked a lot of things standard price that normally will be priced up. So we will have to go back in a month or two to see how they're doing their pricing, but those are going to sell amazingly well. Also, I grabbed not 1, not 2, but 3 pairs of Hokas. So here is the first. I found 2 of the Hokas in the women's section and 1 in the men's, but they are all women's Hokas. So here is one of them. Gosh, I don't have any Hokas, and these are so tempting to keep because I think these would fit me. These are an 8B. I don't have the style name right off the top either. These ones, however, these ones they did price up. So very rarely in this haul will you see things priced up, but I will tell you when I did pay up because I also knew that my cost of goods would bring things down. I knew these would sell for more than 20. They are so clean. And I knew that in actuality, they'd be 16 because they would be 20% off. So at $16, I thought that was worth it, especially since the other ones I picked up, I'm pretty sure were standard. So these next ones, I think were the ones in the men's section, but they are a women's size 9.5. Oh, these are the Clifton Edge. These probably do say. These are the Rincon 3. These ones, they had priced at $12.29, happy to say, and they're a white. These were a little bit more worn on the bottom. I probably would not have paid $20 in this condition, but I was willing to pay $20 in this condition. So there's my second pair. These will just need a little bit of an OxiClean bath. They're a little bit tanned when I think they're supposed to be pure, like crispy clean white. So we'll get those cleaned. And then my third pair was this nice blue color. They're kind of in between from a condition perspective. These were also $12. And actually when I checked out, the woman was like, whoa, orange. We don't even have orange tags. So they probably prepped their own donations. Like they had been, you know, they're saving up things for the grand opening and they had been processing those in the back. But they probably also just got stuff from other Goodwills shipped in that were already tagged. And this must have been one of them because she was like, we don't even have orange tags here. So $12.29. These are also women's 8B, and these are the Gaviota 5s. So really excited. I don't know where the other shoe is right now, but it is here somewhere. I think it got separated into the other bag. I did not leave it in the store. We have all the shoes. So those are my Hoka finds. Next I have some boots, like trail shoes. First are these pair of Merrells. I love sailing Merrells, and when you can get the higher, like mid to high top shoes or hiking boots, they sell pretty well. These are the Moabs, which is also a really good selling style. These are women's size 9.5. They do have the vibrant soles, which helps the retail. $12.29 once again, but these usually sell for around $40 for me. So clean. Here's a pair of men's Teva shoes. And look at those. Like, these might be brand new. These are also $12.29, and I don't think they have a style, but these are a men's size 13. They were like up top on the rack. I was able to grab them before anybody else did. There was one guy that I know was a reseller. I think he went straight to the men's like jackets and suits and stuff. He walked out of there with like $1,300 worth of stuff. But I don't think he's a shoe seller. So he didn't go straight there, which I'm obviously pleased with. Another really good find. These are so heavy. These are very rugged. These are Danner boots. These are steel toe, safety toe. I haven't looked up the style yet, but I can tell that right off the bat. So that's going to elevate the price, of course. They are also ASTM rated, which is like work fire protection. So I'll put that specifically in the listing. Yeah, steel yard 6-inch brown hot ST wedge. So these are men's size 11, and these were still $12.29, which is amazing. Like at my store, these probably would have been like $30 or $35. So I always have to pass on them. They are oil and slip resistant. So many good things. I haven't looked these up, but I know these are expensive retail. Even at the register, when the woman was helping me check out, she's like, man, that's a good deal. And I was like, I know, I'm not hating it. All right, switching gears a little bit to a little bit of the lighter side of things. Here is a pair of Kate Spade little slip-on slide sandals. These are in such good condition. They had so many Coach shoes. It's like they had been holding Coach shoes in the region just for this grand opening, but no one was buying them because they were all like the monogram, like loafers or boat shoes or different things that like, people really aren't wearing much. And those were the things that they priced up. They had them priced at $14, $16, $20, $25, and there were still so many of them there. I picked up one pair and carried them around with me for a little bit and ended up putting them back because I think they were 14 or 16 and the comps just did not support it. But these Kate Spade 7.5, I'll probably wear these to work a couple times first before I get them listed. These were also $12.29. They're not going to sell amazingly well, but I think I can probably sell them between like $30 and $45 most likely. These are Sorel boots. We are absolutely going into the right season for these. And these also, again, look brand new. They are waterproof, $12.29. I haven't looked up the style, to be honest. They are a women's 6.5. I don't always pick up Sorel, again, because it's priced up, but for $12.29, and again, all of these $12.29 with my 20% off discount are going to be more like $10 and change. So that was worth it to me. I would love if I could get like $50 for those. I still have to like fully comp all of these. I comped a lot of things in the store or waiting in line, but I haven't typed them into my inventory yet. I'll be starting that tonight, and that'll give me a better indication of what everything is actually selling for. All right, they had a lot of Nikes there. A lot of people were grabbing Nikes, and I just don't know enough. I'm not a sneakerhead. I am learning as I go, but I grabbed these because they looked cool at very least, and I ended up looking them up because they do have the Nike Shox, and these look like they can sell really well. So I did keep these. I put back a few Nikes. These are women's 7.5. $12.29 also, but I loved it. I love the colorway. I love the Nike Shox. And again, I might be able to get between like 50 and 75 for those. The next shoes were something I grabbed and put in my car and had no idea, but they looked interesting. They looked like they were high quality, and they say merino runner in there. So they look like a merino wool. So yes, they are Geesewine merino runners. And honestly, I was seeing comps sold for like 60 to 75, and I was seeing comps for 30. So these are going to be a little bit of an experiment. Stay tuned to my Ship With Me's and what sold so you can see how things actually sell from this video. But I decided to take a little bit of a risk on these just because I wanted to experiment with the brand. So these were $12.29, and hopefully I can get between at least 30 and 45. And if I get more than that, then that's just bonus. It's the cherry on top. Another pair of hiking shoes. These are Keen, which I also love. Keen and Merrell are such solid staples for me. $12.29. They are a women's, I think, size 7.5. Great condition. Bread and butter all day long for $10. I will pick those up. Okay. Oh, we found our other Hoka, so that is good. Here's an interesting, these I grabbed a bunch of these right off the bat, but then they were restocking throughout the day. So when I saw that, I went back and looked. These were something that I found at the end of the day. They are G Defy and shock absorption. I don't know. They just looked interesting, so I grabbed them and looked them up. I do like trying new brands. These also looked like they could sell between like 35 and 40. These are a size 9. I'm not sure if they're men or women. I'll have to look at the style name a bit better. But again, for $12.29, I'm going to try them out. Let me know if you have any experience with the brand, with this one or any of these. I'm always really interested to hear y'all's comments, or sometimes you guys give me good keywords or tips for things, and I absolutely always appreciate that. Here's one other Nike that I picked up. These were one I was able to grab like from the employee as she was putting out. I was like, do you mind if I grab, like they were in her cart. I was like, do you mind? And she was like, no, go for it. So I grabbed these out because there's not a lot of things, but I recognized this. So like these just looked like good Nikes. I looked them up. They look like they can be good Nikes. Some of you are yelling at me because I'm not saying the brand or the model and everything. They are missing their insoles. So I mentioned to a commenter recently that rarely will I pick up shoes without insoles. I picked up some Zero shoes at a recent thrift with me, and I will just list them and disclose it. Most of the time I'll leave them behind, but sometimes I miss it, and so I have to end up just listing and disclosing it anyway, or sometimes if the shoe is good enough, I will still purchase them because people can put their own insoles. So yeah, we're going to try that with these. Again, if I could get like 50 to 75, I'd be thrilled. These were $12.29 as well. I don't know where the sticker is. So here we go. All right, one more pair of shoes. Are you ready for these? The woman at checkout was like, I remember stocking those. Like I tagged those and I was so curious who was going to buy them. I was like, it's me. I got them. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. These actually would fit me. I have no reason to wear these, nor do I actually even like Crocs personally. My daughter likes them, but $12.29. In my experience, the stranger the Crocs, the better. So I don't know. TBD. I need like Barbiecore to be back in style. Like maybe they'll make a second one because these are just crazy. Like They're huge and crazy, but it is what it is. Okay, that is all of the shoes I got. And yeah, in the first like 5 minutes, I grabbed like half of those. So I was just like grabbing and putting in my cart, as happens in Goodwill Grand Openings. All right, let's move into one bag of clothes. Firstly, let me show you my super cool lanyard. So I was a little bit disappointed because I had watched other videos of grand openings where there's like free food, or there's like you get a bag or a gift card if you were one of the ones sitting in line. They didn't do anything like that. They were technically offering free just reusable shopping bags to the first however many customers, but they didn't hand them to us as we were walking in the store. It was based on when you checked out. So I didn't check out till the end of the day, so I didn't get one, even though I was like 16th in line, which it's a bag. I don't care. And they were doing a $25 gift card giveaway every 2 hours. So they did one at like 9, 11, 1, 3, and I was gone by the 5 o'clock one. But so I didn't get any cool swag, but on the way out, they had a table, I think, of like some applications, like if you wanted to apply to work there, but they had like a basket of these sitting there. I was like, can I have a lanyard? And they looked at like my giant cart and bags and everything. They're like, I think you earned that. And they let me have one. So I have a cool little lanyard that I will either decorate with or I can use it for work. So I don't know. There we go. I at least got 10 cents worth of swag. Okay, I did not go to hard goods because I didn't have time or the capacity to do so. But as I was walking by, I saw this. So that's pretty cool. And again, they only priced it at $1.75. This would have been like $10 at my Goodwill. So it is just a Lululemon, but this is going to be mine. I've been in the market for kind of a new one of these that isn't like, doesn't have a straw, that is more leak proof. I have another Disney trip coming up with my sister, so I'm very excited. And this would be a perfect size for that. So this is going to be mine. I will set that aside, and that is the only hard goods thing I got just because I happened to spot it. So moving into clothes, one of the last things I found as I was shopping the racks in the line towards the checkout was this really cool skirt. It's like a front short, like a high-low hemline, short in the front, longer in the back. It does have shorts under it. I'm sure you can probably be guessing this brand already, but this is Halara. They make a lot of, where's the little tag? I don't know. There's Halara on here somewhere, I promise. There it is. Halara size extra large. They make a lot of really comfortable activewear. They're big on like Instagram with their advertising and TikTok. I love that this is a size extra large. Halara doesn't actually retail for a ton, but it holds its resale value decently well. So at $6.29, I think I should still be able to get like $30 to $35 for this, especially because it's a larger size. At very least, I will get $25 for this. I have no doubt about that. And it sells pretty quickly for me, usually. I think my best categories in this haul were the shoes and the dresses. I found some really good dresses. I think most of the really good dresses are going to be in one of the upcoming bags, but especially like the maxi dresses they had hanging on the wall. So I went through all of those. I caught a couple new racks, and then in checkout, they had some shorter racks near the checkout line of the like knee length, the shorter length dresses. And so I grabbed a few in line that I was very happy to find. The first one I was not familiar with. This is Mac London. The tag just looked nice, so I did look it up. It is a size small, like floral stretch sheath dress, pencil dress. I loved the pattern, and I am absolutely going to wear this to work. I can wear it as is, or as it's getting cold. I could wear this with a blazer and some heels, and it'll be perfect. But when I looked it up, it had really good comps. So another experiment piece, stick tuned to future videos so you can see how these things are selling. Hopefully we can be learning these new brands together. So I can't confirm if it's a bolo yet, but hopefully it will sell well. And then I can say that it is a bolo. All of the dresses are $8.59. That's the standard price, unless I say otherwise because they have it priced up. I think I only picked up maybe 1 or 2 dresses. One I didn't realize I paid $17 for until I happened to see it on my receipt. Thankfully, I probably would have still bought it anyway. but that happened. Okay, we also went past the kids section in line, so I grabbed a few little dresses. How cute is this little colorful toddler girl's dress? It's got these 3D butterflies that are like appliques on the dress. If you haven't guessed it, it's not Hannah Anderson. That would have been a good guess. But this is mini Bowden, size 3-4. I sell mini Bowden really well. This will probably sell around $20. And the kids' dresses are, this was $2.59. Most of them are $3.99. So they probably thought that was a top actually. Next is T Collection, another kids brand that I do enjoy selling. This one was $3.99 because it is a little romper. How cute. I know we're kind of going out of season for this, but it will still sell. This is a size 2. And then I think last but not least is another little mini Bowden. This is a size 3-4. Cute little dress. So again, they have this priced at $2.59. Yeah. Oh, they tagged it as a skirt, which is kind of funny, but cute little floral dress, very prairie, very cottage. I love the ditzy floral print. I think it's 100% cotton. So yeah, we got some little kids items. I was looking for like stuff for my daughter, especially like gymnastics leotards, and I wasn't able to find any. Okay. The rest of the time, I was just all throughout the store. I went in jeans, I went in tops, I didn't go through the whole store, but I was sporadically going through different sections, especially while I was in line, kind of shopping the racks that were right close to me. I did find this We The Free. It's also a size large, which is great, and it's just one of their just like classic tried and true waffle knit thermals. It's got the long slouchy sleeves on it. Very like asymmetric. So this is bread and butter. Will probably sell for around $25 or so. Their blouses are $5.49. So again, with my 20% off, I'm looking at around $4 for that. If I can flip it into $25, it's great. I am thrilled to report that there are quite a few things in this haul that I have never found before, brands that I've never found, and this is one of them. This is Hatch, which is maternity wear. This is a size 2. Absolutely adorable. They thought this was a top. So this was $5.49, which makes it even better because this could sell for around $50. So how cute is this little, again, ditzy floral print is just when it's all over little floral. I love the texture. It's almost like a gauzy muslin, but it's an overlay of chiffon. So if you can kind of see through that, I don't know if it's coming off on camera, but it's like a navy blue, really cute peasant dress. Oh, I'm very, very, very excited about this one. I am happy to report I found 3 or 4 J. McLaughlin pieces like scattered throughout the store. This is an extra large. This is their signature Catalina, which is like a stretch nylon spandex blend. And yeah, this one wasn't tagged, but they allowed me to buy it, which is good for the $5.49 price. Love selling these. They usually sell between like $25 and $35. I picked up 2 Dolan collection. I'm not sure where the other is, but this is sometimes sold at Anthropologie. This was $8.59 dress, and it's just like a cute little shift dress. It's got some front patch pockets right there on it. It's like a multimedia. This is like a soft on the top and then like a, I'm doing a terrible job, textured bottom. But again, I haven't found this before, so I'm experimenting with Dolan. This is a size extra large. Somewhere in my bags, I also have a sweater that we will try out. Love finding cashmere. This is Tahari 100% two-ply cashmere, size small. So yes, I'll wear it to work. And it's just a really classic V-neck pullover sweater in like a baby blue. It is so soft. It's not pilled. It's in great condition. I usually list these between like $35 or $45 depending on the brand. So I'll look that up and see how Tahari cashmere sells. But at these prices, if I find 100% cashmere, I'm basically buying it in any brand. Here's the other one I found, one more 100% cashmere. This one I wasn't familiar with. It is pure cashmere or pure collection, 100% cashmere, size 4. So we love that. This has kind of a ribbed to it. I will also get to wear this one to work first. Love selling cashmere, and we're going into a great time of year, obviously, for cashmere. Okay, here, look at this floral. Can you see the like glitter on some of them. How cute is this little dress? It's giving me all the like pin-up rockabilly vibes with these little ties. It's adjustable. This I wasn't familiar with, but I looked up because it's Kel Bunny. So I think it might be something that's sold at like Dolls Kill, but it is a size 2XL, and the larger sizes in these like rockabilly patterns and styles usually do the best. So I'm excited to get that listed again. We're kind of going out of the season for, I picked up quite a few summery dresses, but I'm not too worried about it. I definitely think they will still sell. I know there were guys there that were just looking for Carhartt, so I'm excited that I found my one Carhartt during the day. I found these Carhartt Relaxed Fit 3230 like cargo pants. They're like a gray with a contrast stitch. There's the back. So yeah, men's pants, $7.29. Can't go wrong. I am very excited about this. I am technically going to resell it, so I'm going to put it in my cost of goods, but I am not listing this one quite yet because I mentioned I'm going on a Disney trip, and look how cute this is. This is a vintage Walt Disney World little just pull over crew neck sweater. Walt Disney Parks. I don't think there's a date on it, but here's that tag. It's a size adult medium on this like Hanes. So I'm gonna wear that like cute oversized, like I'm just imagining wearing it like with what I have now. I just have some like biker shorts on. Like how cute will that be, especially because I'm going there in November. So it'll probably still get cool, especially in the evenings. So I'll sell it eventually because I don't really need to keep it, but this is gonna go on my trip with me. Oh, here's the other Dolan piece, and we're actually getting to the bottom of this bag, and then we will cut it for part 2 because I gotta go get my kids. We're gonna do part 2 a different day. Here's this other really big Dolan tag. This one is a size small, so I'll wear this to the office and it's gonna be so warm and cozy. But it's got this waterfall, which isn't super trendy nowadays. I'm hoping the rest of it can carry it. It does have its waistband. It's got pockets, open front, like cowl neck, waterfall neck, cardigan. It's a longer length, which is really nice. It's very soft. It's just polyester and rayon, but I think this can do really well. They priced this at $6.29 as a sweater. So yeah, we'll see how Dolan does. I picked up something that I thought was Dolan once, but it was Dylan, and that still hasn't sold. So that was probably a bad pickup. Hopefully Dolan does better than Dylan. We only have 1, 2, 3 more things. Here's another one that is really tempting to keep, but I keep far less items than I say I'm going to keep. I feel like I say in videos I'm going to keep them, and then I'm like, no, I'd rather have the money from them. Here is a Sherpa. It's not matted. It's really nice. It's really soft. It just needs a little bit of fuzziness out of it, like some hair, dog hair or whatever. It's got this fun pattern, great for hiking, great for the outdoors, because this is Piranha, size extra small, so it is on the small side, but I love picking up Piranha at $7.29. It's probably around $6. I'm definitely not going to skip it. I think I got a couple Piranha things in this haul. I don't really remember, but yeah, we got to get that listed. That's perfect for fall, going camping, just being in the outdoors, going to a pumpkin patch. How cute would that be? All right, so these, if you remember from the haul, I picked up 3 of these. The other 2 must be in the other bag, but these are men's Patagonia shells, just like a pull-on drawstring shorts. I'll tag them as shorts, swim, hiking, all the things. I don't know if people were, I didn't get to the shorts right away, so I don't know if people were just passing on these because they're basic, which is fine with me. I don't expect to make a killing from them, but I think I can sell them between $20 to $25. I don't know if they were passing on them or if people just weren't going through the men's shorts, which is possible because we're moving out of the season. So I picked these up. I'm not going to skip those because I know they will sell, even if they don't sell immediately. Last but not least was not something I was expecting to find at the store because I found designer. I found these Armani jeans. I have looked these over. I am very certain that they are authentic. They are they're right in all of the right places. I love this like back patch right here. Definitely vintage. Look at this cool old tag right there. Armani jeans. They are made in Italy, size. And the hard part is I don't know if they have a size, so I'm gonna have to figure out the sizing. They are 100% cotton, but they're a very classic like high waist mom jean, straight leg, light wash. They're cuffed, I think, just because the person cuffed them. I don't think they're intended to be cuffed, so I will unwash them. They look super cute cuffed though. But yeah, I grabbed these. Of course, these were standard jeans price. I think the tag also came off. They've got the Armani hit right there on the side. I found a pair of vintage Armani jeans at like church rummage sale once, mixed in with a bunch of like Anthropologie jeans. And I want to say I sold them for like $65 or $75. So I don't know. I didn't even comp them. For all I know, these could be like 15 to 20, but I don't think so. I think these are cute. I think these are in trend. They're definitely the type of style that we're looking for. They don't have distressing. They're a cute wash. They're a high rise. They're a straight leg. And that is it for today. So again, I have 2 big bags of stuff, and my favorite items I think are in those other 2 bags. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss part 2 of this great big Goodwill Grand Opening haul. Please give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye.